tweak this because it really helps so much with actually seeing progress in the gym. In a better mood when I'm drinking. You guys, I'm not even kidding. I thought I was gonna lose a titty there. Form is always king, and actually make progress while you're in here rather than just spinning your tires. Until that knee is about to hit the ground, it helps to maximize that time under tension. But anyways, I have an announcement to make. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm really excited about this one because it's been a hot minuto since LiftFit has put on her little teaching cap, you know what I'm saying? Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of my top tips for you guys that you need to be doing in the gym to help you see progress. Literally from the very beginning of when I started social media and when I started doing this, one of my biggest missions when I was younger, like a few years back, was like I want to figure out the most efficient and effective way to build the body of my dreams and to get healthy and share that knowledge with other people, because I was always like, if someone's putting in the time and the effort and is willing to actually put in the work to create their body of their dreams or to get healthy, I want to make sure that they're actually not wasting their time while they're doing so, you know? So these tips are really going to help you make sure that you're not wasting your time when you're in the gym, to make sure that you're getting the most out of it and getting the most bang for your buck, because you're in there, you're working on yourself, you're doing all the things, your intention is there. So I want to make sure that you're actually not just spinning your wheels and actually making good progress while you're in there. It's currently pretty toasty in here and we're going to get ready for the gym, and I'm actually so excited for my outfit because I've never made this color combo before and I'm just like so excited. It's going to be this like hot pink shorts with this baby pink crop top, of course both from Alphalete, and I'm so freaking excited because I've been pairing this shirt with like a pair of red shorts, but the hot pink, it's even cuter. Okay y'all, here's the fit. I decided to scratch that shirt and I'm just gonna throw on this white tank top because it's just more comfortable. And I'm gonna be honest with all y'all, as always, I'm not saying this is how I look, but I feel just gigantic. I'm supposed to get I'm on day 26 of my cycle, so period's coming any day, and I just feel so far from my best. When I was younger, days like this would like literally cripple me and destroy me, and like I would have no self-worth and my whole entire day would be ruined and I'd be in a pissed off mood. But not in today's day and age. Now as I've grown up, I've learned that there's more to life, and I've learned that half of it is in my head, and I've learned also that it's just part of being a woman, and it's usually always like in alignment with my cycle. I know that it's not like ruining my whole life, and I go through phases, and sometimes I'm more active and I'm feeling better and I'm feeling leaner, and some days I'm feeling thicker and more muscular and all that sort of stuff. Like it's just constantly an ebb and a flow, and it just kind of comes with the territory, I feel like, at least for me. I can't speak for everyone. Y'all, I'm doing the unthinkable and switching up my leg day shoe game, which I've had these Vans literally since 2000, I don't even know, sophomore year of college. So I think it's been like 6 or so years, 5 years. They're trashed. But I thought these light pink with these shorts would feel so good. It would look so good, especially because I ditched the little light pink top. Phew! Oh. I was about to talk to you guys for a second with the car off. Absolutely not. It's scorching, boiling, 92 degrees. Holy schmackerel. That's insane. Before we dive into the real meat of the tips for this video, I had some bonus points that came to me when I was writing down in my notes at 5 things that you need to do to just like elevate your workouts. And there's a couple things that seem like minor, but they do a lot. Number one is to wear something that you're comfortable in. And that was me today. I was gonna wear a different top, and then I was like, you know what, sis? I'm not shredding my stuff in this today. So I changed, you know? I feel like it's super important to wear something that you feel confident in and comfortable. On the contrary, I don't love working on a baggy clothes. Like I know there's people who love working on a big t-shirts. That like I just can't. I like feeling naked when I work out. I like being able to see my muscles in the mirror, see them working, all that sort of stuff. It motivates me personally. I feel more comfortable. I don't need to worry about all this like hanging fabric and material. I just feel better. Number two is good freaking music. Okay, have some good music as you're getting ready or as you're driving here to the gym, or of course when you're actually lifting. Like having a good set of tunes to go to is so important. I hate those days where I feel like I can't find my good like flow of music. So that's like another huge tip that can make or break my workouts. And if all else fails, I personally always revert back to Eminem. And number three is some sort of pre-workout ritual, whatever that means to you. For me, that's making some sort of a pre-workout drankety. It's not always pre-workout. Today is definitely OxyShed. anything that you want, whether that's an electrolyte drink, you want your collagen before, whatever the case may be, or even just like a nice glass of lemon water. For me, just making some sort of drink before I go work out, I don't know if it's placebo, but it's kind of just like the principle of the thing for me. You know what I'm saying? I personally love OxyShed, especially before leg days, just because it helps so much with my focus in the gym, like insane, helps so much with my focus and my performance in the gym. Also my mood, like I always get in a better mood when I'm drinking OxyShed, and it has like a natural energy boost factor. They have ones with caffeine and some formulas without caffeine, but even when I'm doing the caffeine one, I just get this kind of like natural boost of energy because it is a thermogenic. But I always feel 10 times stronger and 10 times more focused when I take this. My mind to muscle connection is like crazy through the roof. Code LIFT10 to save. All right, dogs, let's go get her done. I'm ready to destroy my gluteuses. Uh-oh, is my check engine light on? I want to also preface by saying all of these tips that I have for you, they're nothing that like require a lot of brain power, or like I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel. I'm trying to explain to you guys how you should be performing your exercises to then get the most out of them. So I'm not telling you what to do, I'm telling you how to do it. So it's stuff you're already doing, just small tweaks to help you get so much more out of your workouts. So the first tip that I have for you guys is to control the entirety of the movement. And I want to show you with the squat because I see so many people doing this. They shoot down and they come up. They shoot down and then they control the raising portion, but then they shoot down very uncontrolled. Whereas what I want you guys to do is be controlling both the lowering portion and the raising portion of the movement. So you can tell this looks so much different. It's a completely different rep and it's so much more controlled. This is going to make the whole entire rep itself be way more intentional, and it's eliminating momentum, so it's forcing your muscles to still be resisting the load and therefore putting more stimulus on your muscles and working your muscles more. So this whole entire lowering portion, when I'm going slow, that's putting more stimulus on my muscle than if I were just to shoot down and come back up to the top. So that is a crucial tip. I swear that's like one of the biggest reasons why I've been able to make progress in the gym, is because I've actually controlled the entirety of the movement. I don't let momentum carry me through, and the times that that does happen, it's usually towards the end of my set when I'm tired, and in my head I'm like, damn, like those weren't really good high quality reps. My boyfriend got me the new AirPods, and they unfortunately just do not stay in my ear. Except when I was running, they stayed in fine, but like anytime I lift, they'll like randomly just fall out of my ear. It's rather unfortunate. You guys, I'm not even kidding. I thought I was gonna lose a titty there. I don't know why my straps just came loose, but they were already loose, and something about the positioning once I grabbed the dumbbells and came up to start an RDL, like I literally paused in the mirror and I was like, am I about to am I about to burst out of here right now? Now we're moving into some good old RDLs, and my last tip is leading me into this tip that I have for you guys, and it goes back to a concept called time under tension. Time under tension is a very important key when it comes to muscle growth and muscle stimulus, because that is one of the main ways that there is to put stimulus on the muscle. No other way to say it. So my second tip is to maximize time under tension. Going hand in hand with that last tip, I see so many people rushing through the movement. So not only are they not controlling all the entirety of the movement, but that's also causing them to rush through it, and therefore making the rep take less time, and they're not optimizing time under tension. So I'm gonna grab a little lighter pound dumbbells right here so I can talk to you guys as I'm doing this. Similar to the squat example, someone who is not maximizing time under tension will do their RDLs like this. They're dropping down and coming up very quickly, right? So they're rushing through the motion. So you want to take it nice and slow, take your time, and really focus on controlling the entirety of the movement. So I go really nice and slow, I control the lowering portion, and then I come all the way up. So by me slowing it down and going nice and slow through the rep, that is increasing the time under tension, right? The rep is taking longer, so therefore my muscles are undergoing a tension, right? A stimulus for a longer period of time because each rep is taking longer. So that's gonna therefore put more stimulus on the muscle, and therefore you're gonna be able to make more progress, and it's just gonna be more effective. So I can't stress that enough. Super, super important. Wanna know what's freaking dangerous, y'all? Is this noise canceling feature on these little headphones. I'm telling you, if I had the volume all the way up and the soundproofness, I would literally have no idea anyone else is in here. that I have for you guys is the concept of mind to muscle connection. Now, if you've been lifting for any period of time and you have not heard of the mind to muscle connection, please listen up, because this may be the most important thing I've been going to be speaking to you guys about today. Mind to muscle connection is essentially you focusing on the muscle that you are working to then actually get the most out of the exercise. There's such a big difference between if you were to come in here and you have a really stressful day, or you're having a fight with your boyfriend, or whatever the case may be, and you're thinking about something else and you're mentally elsewhere, you will not have the same quality of workout. Not even close. And I think that's what so many people miss with working out. They're like, see, I did it, done, checked off the box. And I'm not trying to come for your guys' throat. I think that's amazing that you guys got in here. It's better than nothing. But again, I'm trying to help you guys make the most of your time and actually make progress while you're in here, rather than just spinning your tires, right? So there's totally a difference. It's like how if you were to run on pavement versus running a mile on sand. You're running the same distance, you're doing the same thing, but it feels very different because it's how you're doing it. It's the quality of that mile, right? It's what it's consisting of. So you want to make sure you're coming in here and actually having intention and actually focusing on what you're doing. So having good mind to muscle connection is actually thinking about the muscle that you're working, not letting your mind wander elsewhere. I swear, if you were to do the same exercise, the same rep with the same weight, and have one of those sets have you be actually concentrating and focusing on what you're doing, as opposed to another set where you're mentally elsewhere, your butt will be whipped by you actually just simply mentally focusing on the muscle that you're working. So for here specifically, I'm wanting to feel this more so in my glute. So this is an exercise where I'm really concentrating on squeezing my glute muscles, as opposed to letting my quad really take over the main focus of this. My foot position is also playing a huge role in that. But this is a perfect example as well why mind to muscle connection is so important. It also helps you actually work the muscles you're trying to work, and rather than having bigger, more dominant muscles take over the movement here. So I'm really focusing on squeezing my glute. I have a really high foot placement here. My toes are off the top of the foot pad here. My knee is directly underneath my ankle is directly underneath my knee, and my shin is nice and straight and vertical. And so I'm really focusing on pushing the pad away with my heel, and I'm squeezing my glute as I'm doing so. Also, touching the muscle you're working greatly helps with mind to muscle connection as well. I just had the cutest little moment. When I was on the single leg leg press, there's this older guy that I saw him come to walk in front of the camera, and then he stopped and tried to walk around it, and I was like, oh, it's totally fine. I was like, first of all, it's not on, but also you can totally walk through it anytime, it's no big deal. And he goes, oh, I would never walk through it. I was like, no, for real, it's fine. He was really sweet. Anyway, next exercise is going to be Smith machine hip thrusts. I really like these when I'm too lazy to set up normal barbell hip thrusts, / I like to finish with these. And I feel like this is the perfect exercise to give you guys my fourth tip. What are we on? Third tip? Fourth tip? Fourth tip. And that is to prioritize form literally over anything. I was going to say form over weight, but just anything. Form is so important, again, to also make sure you're getting the most out of the exercise. And this is, again, the perfect example of this is this exercise. I will see so many people just load on a bunch of weight for a hip thrust. And for me, in my experience, when I put on just this crazy asinine amount of weight, there's a very fine line between, yes, I'm able to just get the weight up, right? I'm able to move the weight. If I were to decrease the weight, I would feel it so much more in my glutes. I would have so much better mind to muscle connection, and I would have a way higher quality of reps, and I would be able to fully go through the full range of motion, lock out at the top, all those good things. So there's so many more important factors when it comes to actually growing muscle and building strength, rather than simply just being able to move the weight and get the weight up. And also, you are way more prone to injury if you're just kind of throwing weight around and using momentum and all that sort of stuff. So form is always king. It's always forever going to be king. That's what should come first when you are trying to really progress in the gym. It should be to perfect your form and make sure that you're doing each rep as perfect as you can, right? It's normal at the end of your set when you're really pushing yourself to lose form. That's okay. But I want high quality, good form all the way, for 70%, 70 to 80% of that set should be really good, high quality form. My final tip for you guys is to make sure that you're going through the full range of motion. If you've watched any slight majority of my videos, you know how much I harp on everyone for this, because full range of motion is literally everything. I'm not for half reps, quarter reps. Like, I don't count it if you're not going through the full range of motion. You didn't do the exercise. Like, I'm sorry, you didn't do a squat if you didn't at least hit parallel. It just doesn't count. So going through the full range of motion is so important, kind of for the culmination of all the reasons that I said previously. Helps to maximize that time under tension, right? Because you're actually getting the full depth. So I guess I should clarify, full range of motion is the full entirety of the movement pattern. So if I were to do a squat, this is through the full range of motion, as opposed to coming down here and coming back up, right? So full range of motion for a squat is coming at least having your quads be parallel with the ground. Same thing as a lunge. A full range of motion would be coming down till pretty much as far as I can go, until that knee is about to hit the ground and I come back up, right? I'm not just coming and half-assing and doing that, right? Again, my quad is gonna be parallel with the ground at the bottom of the movement. So it helps to maximize that time under tension, and that's gonna help you actually put more stimulus and stress on the muscle and therefore get more out of the movement pattern. Don't get me wrong, it's gonna hurt more, it's gonna suck more, it's gonna be harder, right? But that's how you know it's working. That's kind of going back to what I was saying before. By just you showing up and saying like, oh look, why isn't it working? It matters how you're doing the exercise. That's how you're gonna get the most out of it, rather than purely just going through the motion of whatever you think it is. Like, actually thoroughly going through the exercise is what's gonna allow you to get the most out of it. And hitting that full depth, full range of motion is literally everything. So my final exercise here, this is a plate lateral kick. Used to do these all the time in college, and I've been bringing them back lately because, I don't know, I missed them. So this is to hit the upper outer portion of your glute, kind of another way to hit your glute medius. It's a smaller glute muscle. I do this because it's in the lateral plane, so it's gonna help to kind of round out your glutes. So I have all my weight on this stability leg, and then I'm kicking out my working leg out to the side, and I'm not holding the weight, right? I'm not trying to lift it up with my right hand right now. It's just a guide to keep the weight on the outside of my knee. And then I'm really trying to drive my knee towards the sky by squeezing those smaller glute muscles, and then kicking up as high as I can, coming through that full range of motion, coming all the way down and shooting back up. I swear I got this to stay put one time, and I don't know how I didn't. Okay, I'm just gonna have to hold it. It's just really hard for me because I'm Italian and I can't help but talk with my hands. Even this, I can't, I need something. So I like to have two hands when I have an announcement to make. But anyways, I have an announcement to make. So I filled you guys in the last video that I unfortunately had to cancel my 2 retreats that were supposed to be happening at the remainder of this year, one in Utah and one in Spain. They just weren't good fits. And as you guys know, I'm still new to filming these retreats. I've only successfully done 2 so far, and they kind of were both at once. So I'm still in the learning process of what works for you guys, what doesn't, how much time you guys need to plan to be able to book for these retreats, how much time you need to get the money together to pay the trip in full, what's in your budget, all that sort of stuff. So with that being said, I did let you guys know that I was in the works of planning another retreat, and we are officially ready to launch the tickets. So in May of 2024, we are going to Bali, and I'm so unbelievably excited. I've been wanting to go to Bali for years and years, and actually at the beginning of this year, I was so close to just sending it for a few months and living there for a bit. And also I was almost going to do Bali for our initial destination in substitution for Costa Rica, but I decided to go to Costa Rica instead. Anyways, I'm just super excited. I think it's going to be an absolutely beautiful place and the perfect area to perfect environment for us to want to like heal and work on ourselves, and just like a very healing, prosperous environment for us. So I'm so excited. I know it's going to be so unbelievably beautiful. So I do have the link down below. Tickets are not live yet. Tickets go live this Friday, the 21st at 11 a.m. MST. But the trip page is linked down below if you guys want to see the full itinerary, all the workshops that we're doing, all the activities that are going to be on the trip. I have doubled the amount of workshops that I'm including in this retreat. And I've also made this itinerary have a little bit better balance of rest time as well as adventure time and like inner work time for the workshops, for doing activities, and just downtime to be able to explore the area, because I don't want us to be too exhausted throughout the week by being super busy. So I do feel like this itinerary is a perfect balance between resting, adventuring, exploring, and doing the workshops to work on ourselves. I promise you, if you're looking to meet friends, this is an all-women's retreat. If you're looking to meet girls who are like-minded individuals, who have similar values to you, who have similar goals, who are trying to go in the same direction in life, who want to work on themselves and heal, like, I promise this is the place for you guys. Like, the container that is created from these retreats are absolutely just astonishing. They blow me away. It's such a supportive group, and that in and of itself helps you so much to prosper on your own and in your own healing. So if you're looking to work on yourself, travel, meet new people, and hang out with me for 8 days, I definitely recommend considering the retreat. The link is down below. And again, tickets go live this Friday, the 21st at 11 a.m. MST. I'm so freaking excited. And dates are also the beginning of May. It's May 2nd to May 9th of 2024. If you have any questions, feel free to comment down below or directly DM me on Instagram and I'll be happy to answer. But that's it for this video, you guys. I hope you guys really learned something from this. I'm sorry if I sounded, sometimes when I get in coach mode, I'm like so direct, but I just can't help it. Coach Liv has no mercy. You know what I'm saying? It's just Coach Liv. It comes out of me. But anyways, thank you guys so much for your time. I'm sending you so much love, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. And make sure you subscribe because there's new videos every week. You heard it here first. Okay, sending you so much love, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.